Because nation is just an idea. When this idea burns through your mind and sinks into your heart and your passion is risen towards that, then you have a real nation. Otherwise, nation is just in the paper. This is the unfortunate reality for us right now. Because this is the oldest nation on the planet. It defies what people think is a nation today. The modern nations are made. People are making nations based on language, religion, race, ethnicity, maybe a little bit of ideology, one or two. Essentially, it is the sameness of people which makes a nation. But as we have known this nation for over 8,000–10,000 years as Bharatvarsh, we have never defiled ourselves with sameness. If you drive 50 kilometers, people look different, wear differently, eat differently, speak different languages, everything is different. So what makes this one nation? When the Europeans came here, they went about saying, this country that we have heard about, it doesn't exist. Because there's nothing binding this, how can they say this is a nation? But for over 8–10,000 years, within this subcontinent and also in the remaining part of the known world of those days, everywhere people refer to this as one nation, though at some points we were over 200 political entities.
Yes.
So what is it that makes this nation?
Yes.
This is something the leadership of this country and the people of this country must really look at. It is not language, it's not religion, it's not race, because this nationhood predates all religion. When there was no religion, there was this nation. We call this Hindustan. It did not mean representing a particular group of people who belong to a certain religion, it was only a geographical description. The land between Himalayas and the Indus Sarovar is Hindustan. It does not represent a particular religion. We never had a religion, we still don't have, we're struggling to compete with others, but we still don't have. Because this is not a religious identity, this is a geographical and cultural identity. But what kept us together for so long? No nation on the planet has stayed together for so long. It is essentially, if you look at it, we have always been a land of seekers versus people when we look for sameness, we try to become land of believers. People believe in one thing, so they come together. Here, we've been always a land of seekers, seekers of truth and liberation. In this seeking, we found oneness, because this seeking is not something that you invented, this is the nature of human intelligence. The nature of human intelligence will naturally want to know, realize and liberate itself. So this nation was built on that fundamental, you cannot even say it's built. At the same time, it's been managed on that fundamental that you are seekers. When you are a seeker, you're not aligned to any one particular thing. It is just that you're aligned to the life process within you, and that never goes wrong. Always, every life, it doesn't matter how badly you contaminate them with belief systems, with, brainwashing and whatever you do, still an individual, once his survival is taken care of, he seeks to know, he wants to know what is the nature of his existence, what is everything around him. Whether you call it science or spiritual process or inquiry or quest, it doesn't matter what you call it. Essentially, human intelligence wants to know, wants to transcend its present limitations, wants to liberate itself from the fetters in which we're existing right now. So we built a nation on this longing, this seeking, and it cannot be destroyed as long as we keep this seeking alive. If we do not transform ourselves towards sameness, we will always be one. If you try to transform yourself towards belief and sameness, we will not be one.